Kamen Rider, Kamen Rider, Kamen Rider, Kamen Rider, Kamen Rider time.
What's going on, you guys? It's your boys, the Rider Brothers, back one more time with the greatness.
Yes, indeed. Now, I get it. Where's Beast Morphers? Where's Beast Morphers? You guys should react to Beast Morphers. You guys realize the Lakar did the video about Beast Morphers? You guys should react to Beast Morphers. It's good. React to Beast Morphers, you guys. Beast Morphers is there.
Let me just say something before you make your very angry comment about us not reviewing Beast Morphers. I am indifferent about Beast Morphers because I am binging Beast Morphers.
Yeah, he's taking part in watching Beast Morphers himself. I've already watched it. But that's the reason why it's taking so long, is because we're all trying to get in the groove to watch it.
And John's just minding his damn business over there.
Well, in all honesty, I already watched bits and pieces of it, so I already there. I'm already there, already there.
Also, thumbs up for the Kamen Rider merch. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry about that.
So yeah, that's the reason why.
Well, it's coming though. Don't worry, it's coming.
It is coming. I know I've said this like 3 times already, but don't worry, it is coming. I just need to give y'all reassurance that we are still going to do it regardless of how we feel.
Yes, regardless of how we fucking feel.
Why are you so aggressive with that?
Well, maybe because I'm still pissed about Megaforce and you two bastards.
Okay.
Hey. This is not my idea.
Water under the bridge. If I can get over it.
Yeah, like you got over that video we were supposed to do.
That's still funny.
He's upset because I did a video, that Digimon video that you guys probably have seen. I was talking about it being the dub.
The dub and sub, and this nigga forgot to invite me.
Well, you know what? The next time we do anything Digimon, he will be a part of it, which is going to be very soon. But this video in particular, is about the Kamen Rider series that just ended.
Saber.
Officially, Kamen Rider Saber.
Saber da. What? Anyway.
Now, thoughts when it first came out. Because we haven't talked about Saber at all on the channel.
At all. We got to do better with that too. We should probably review advice. But it's up to this guy, not me. I don't make decisions. At least not yet anyway.
Jonathan, what did you think about it?
What I thought about it, I thought it was pretty good. It was a good concept for a story. I thought it was a good concept for a story. I liked how it went through with it. I liked how they made the novelist basically the hero of the whole story. The man who probably doesn't even have any sword training at all, but writes with a pen fluently.
Pen is mightier than the sword.
And that's another thing that I was so crazy. He didn't have any experience with a sword, but the moment he touched it, he could defend himself and then get better as time went on.
Like, oh, I'm so good.
Right.
Oh, that's so good.
Brian, what about you?
Yeah, Saber for me was pretty good. I did like a lot of the different callbacks to different fairy tales. Jack and the Beanstalk, the Three Little Pigs, Hansel and... Oh, my hip! Hansel and Gretel. I'm sorry.
He's getting old. He's getting old and so am I.
God, that hurt. But yeah. The callback to the old classic like Mother Goose type stories are amazing. And then Historious.
Yeah, I was gonna say you might as well just talk about the stories because.
So I did not. So throughout the whole story, I did not expect for Storius to be the final villain. I thought Master Logos would be the final villain, and I'm like, oh no, I didn't think Master Logos was the final villain. I thought there would be some like mysterious force behind it. Technically, it was, but
he just can't get behind Storius' reason for destroying the
it
world.
was.
Neither can
so,
I can't get behind that.
This is what we actually talked about this yesterday. This is the whole. If you guys watched, I'm sure you did. His reasoning was because, based on what I got from it, his stories weren't His poems. My bad. You're right. His poems weren't new. He thought he was writing all these crazy poems and they were all connecting to the world, but they all ended up being already pre-written in the Wonder Book, something like that. I think it was called. And he got pissed and was like, "You'll never be able to write an original story because nothing's real." And I'm like, "What?" He wanted to just destroy the world just cause. I also think he was mad at Toma because he was a better writer, but you know. And the ending was kind of like 0, 1, 2, where it was he had all these super forms, and then he's back to Brave writing. Well, Almighty World, I think it's called, right? The last book.
Almighty World, but it was all the stories put in.
Yeah, all the stories put in one. Which it was a cool I'll give it a pass. It's a cool concept.
Well, honestly, if you think back to a lot of these writer series,
they always go back to their basic form.
They always go back to their basic form.
Actually, you're right.
They kind of always do.
Not
reason why I say kind of always because O's
XA did it
at first. O's didn't at first because he used the Tanjiro combo.
Yeah.
The bird.
Yeah.
The bird.
And then
I can't think of the name. Tajador. That's what it is. What that was kind of I think Ankh gave him his coins.
Yeah, his last medal.
Yeah.
But yeah, going back on topic.
Ghosted.
With the way this whole series went, I didn't think we were gonna get like a guild Kamen Rider series. But then as it went on, and as the story just went more crazier, the characters had more of like an arc. Each character went through an arc in this. I want to make this clear.
Arc is a loose term because
each of them had their own episodes.
Yeah.
Their own personal episodes and problems that they deal with that Toma helped out with.
In a way. No, in a way, but they kind of ended up coming up with their own little, you know, they had their own way of coming up in it. So, that armor's amazing. Sorry, John's playing Monster Hunter again. Shout out to Monster Hunter and Capcom. But go ahead.
What was the name of that rider in that had the dual swords?
Dual swords. You mean Kenzan?
Yeah.
Kenzan didn't have a arc until like the very end when he fought the
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like to be honest, when I first saw him, I didn't like him because at first he was too giddy about it. He was too giddy and happy because he thought he was a shit. He thought he was so damn perfect. But then when he started to lose,
he was so strong.
Yeah, he thought he was he thought he was strong and you know he was doing all these things and getting better. But as time went on, it seemed like Toma was the only one getting better as far as swordsmanship. He started to feel some type of way, and
and then ran off with. Well, he kind of ran off, and then Disaster was like, "Hey, yo, pick your face up." And,
yeah, pretty much.
Which was kind of like weird to me at first because they had that rivalry thing going.
Yeah, they did,
and then they
I'm
joined
just like,
forces for a bit, and then they fought.
Why is this? Why is he so concerned about Kenzan then?
Because he felt that Kenzan was the same as him.
Right.
And technically, that was a point I brought up like a long time ago with these two, that each of the monsters, the like main like monster like Sestas and Desas and all of them, they all had like some kind of link. So I thought, And which actually is true because in the past they actually did wield the swords that they had.
Not the Sast was I think.
The Sast was just a book, but the way he fought was the same as the Wind Rider.
Right. Yeah. But when
so that must mean that the Sast must have been
he was probably a swordsman from a long time ago, or was an enemy to his
Or he was the one that wielded the sword first, then turned to a book, because people can turn into books.
Right.
As we saw with
we need a V cinema for that, because I feel like Ken's story wasn't done proper enough. Like I feel like it needs to go deeper into detail with some of the riders. Like Blades is fine. His whole reason is to stick with the guild. I understand that.
No, his whole reason was
not stick with the guild, but follow the rule. We'll keep the. How can I put it?
This is what his problem was. His problem was that the guild was his family. He thought they couldn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Until the truth came out.
John, can you fix that? But I don't know. Blaze was. Yeah, he played by the book a lot.
Yeah, he was a play by the book character until shit
and that's
hit
fine.
The fan.
But yeah, but
he just said, you know what, screw it. Since it's like that, I'm gonna do something.
No, he realized that the biggest thing he could do is betray his friends. Those were his true family.
Yeah, true family.
Which I am still mad about the end. He did not tell that girl that he loved her.
Come on, man.
Apparently that's supposed to happen in the the passing of the torch episode. Since they didn't have a movie where it was the new rider showing up, they're gonna do a bonus video of Revice coming out and meeting them.
Revice is supposed to be showing up in the movie anyway.
She's showing up in Superhero Senki, the 50th anniversary. But
no, he's showing up with the crossover.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Superhero Senki.
Yeah, the crossover for Sentai.
Yeah,
Kamen Rider.
He appears in that one.
I never count that because they always do them crossover shits. I'm talking about when they had like a Sinister Rider movie, and then like the new Rider supposed to be for the next series come and makes a small cameo appearance.
Yeah.
And then he disappears all into the ether.
Yeah. But this one is supposed to be he's supposed to show up there.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think they did it because of COVID-19. They still have COVID-19 problems over in Japan, so that's probably the reason why they just did that. It's like, you know what? Since it's not actually official because it's not a true Kamen Rider movie, we're just gonna do a Kamen Rider bonus episode.
Or they'll do
cover everything up.
All what they'll do is pull a Gaim and have like 18 V cinemas.
Don't do that. Let's not do that. Let's not.
It worked for Gaim though.
They still doing that too. They still making the cinemas too.
But yeah, I think he's gonna tell her that he loves her.
He better.
Technically, he could have told. Episode.
If you think about it, he could have told her in the movie with Spectre too, because Blade and Spectre worked together fighting whatever the heck that was.
Nah, that was
between Blade and Spectre. That was completely different.
I was saying that because Spectre's sister and May was there, so I was like, well, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, because May was there with the last time that she showed up.
Right.
And I think this is probably not the first time, but first time in a while that the main rider girl, not a rider, but like the girl that introduced next to the main rider, the love interest is with.
No, she was Spectre's sister.
No, I'm saying like May is the love interest of Blaze. So when they have the riders, I wouldn't say usually, but because you really can't count 0-1 because Izu was a robot, and so.
That doesn't
no, yes the fuck you can. Just because she's a robot does not mean she's not a girl.
Right.
That don't mean shit if she's a robot. That don't mean shit.
But the concept still.
I've said this before,
but it still
and
sticks.
I'm gonna say this fucking again.
But it still sticks. Why? Because what the hell is his name?
God damn it.
Nigga, you think robots and humans don't get it on here?
No.
She's made out of advantage.
Look, I'ma say this before and I'ma say this fucking again so that everybody understands this. You don't have to be a basic person just to be qualified as a writer or a part of a Sentai team, whatever. You can be a robot, alien, animal, human, whatever the fuck. As long as you have the belt
No.
The sword, the powers, you're good.
But this
He's
is what
talking
I'm
about as a
but
romance
ultimate love interest. But look.
You telling me after all this time we've been watching I'm sorry, y'all. After all this time watching their movies where she giving them the 30 eyes that they didn't want to get it on?
Which one? Izu and what you call
Yes,
it? Come on. But
See, this is how you
hear
know he
me
does not
out.
pay.
No,
He does
hear
not
me
pay
out
attention.
first.
He does not
Oh my
pay
fucking
attention.
God.
Hear me out.
Just because you
Zero.
don't mean
No, you're not listening. 01 was deeply connected to Izu, which is why when she was destroyed, the nigga lost his mind and became
And you don't
Arc
say that's a
1.
love interest?
Okay, so what's
I'm
the
not
point?
saying it's not a love
What
interest.
is your point?
The love interest is usually for the main protagonist. In Saber, it was for the secondary rider. That's all I was saying.
You not then what does 01 have to do with
Hold
it?
on.
I was comparing and contrasting.
Brian, with that same fucking logic, so tell me why in the Kamen Rider W, the secondary rider went with the girl.
And they actually got married too.
And they got married.
We'll take a quick commercial break right after these messages.
Exactly. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Axel is much cool. Axel is much cooler than. Well, no, he's not cooler than him.
Oh no! So now we're talking about who's cooler. Okay.
What the
All right.
fuck?
All right. Okay.
All right, you know what? You want to talk about cool? I thought it was cool that
You a bitch.
Kento.
You did not just hit me there with that.
Another example. Kamen Rider Kabuto, the movie. In a parallel time period, it was secondary Kamen Rider that went with Kabuto's sister.
Isn't that weird, though?
No.
No.
I don't know.
Kabuto and Gatsak are related.
I know you did because they're like partners.
He doesn't pay attention.
I pay enough attention. Shut up. Anyway, I thought it was cool that Kento came back.
He
as
doesn't
Calvin.
pay attention. He doesn't pay attention.
And if you really want to go there, if we really want to go there,
We're going there.
if we really want to go there,
We're going there.
the relationship between Oz and fucking Ankh. Because some people might look at that as a gay relationship, because depending on how intense they looked at each other at times.
Not
Especially
really.
in the movie where he was about to cry because Ankh couldn't come back all the way.
Or
His shit was broken anyway. It's not. There was in that one there was really no love interest, I guess. So maybe you could
I
say
said,
not
I
really.
said if you really want to take it there, because Ankh really didn't want to leave.
It kind of was because that police officer's sister actually had feelings for Ankh.
Even though he looked like her brother.
Yeah.
That's weird.
So that's another one.
Boom. In your face.
My face is behind. I almost said something very gay on camera.
That's why I said it.
Go out, stop myself.
Oh my Lord Jesus.
Anyway,
I can't.
back on topic. I thought it was cool that Kento became Caliber, but it was very predictable. You know why? I knew from the very beginning when Kento was revealed, because of the beef between Caliber and Espada. Well, not even the beef. Kento thought that his father betrayed the guild when the whole time Ankoku Ken Kurayami fucking your mind. It makes you see the future.
It makes you see the possible future of all the endings.
But then Tomo was just like, nah, I'm gonna save the world. And slowly but surely, Kento came to his senses. But when Kento came back as Caliber, he was playing no game. He would just appear like, nah, I'm shutting shit down. Fuck.
Okay, one, that was predetermined. That was already, everybody knew that was going to show up. So,
I
the
didn't.
When he got absorbed into the sword, his soul got sold into the sword, I knew he was going to be the next person.
When I thought he was dead, he was dead.
Yeah, I thought he died.
When I thought he was
died.
dead, when he died, I thought, okay, well, that's it for him.
But then,
He gone.
but at the same time, I was like, wait, because if Toma isn't gonna use his sword or his book, it's just there. So I'm like, okay, maybe May will pick it up and use it.
Maybe
Doubt.
somebody will pick it
And I
up.
was like, no, she's not even a part of the guild.
But instead,
Doesn't matter.
it was in
Neither was
reverse.
Toma.
Right, but
Neither was Toma, but somehow he got into the guild.
You gotta remember his father was a part of the guild, so it kind of makes sense for him to be the next one for Saber to use it.
No.
What's your
If that was true, then they would have picked him up when he was a kid.
Right.
But they
True.
left him alone by himself.
Yeah.
He grew up and became a novelist.
They
left him alone.
You can't say that they didn't know who he was, because Kento surely, as sure as fuck, remembered him.
Yes.
But that's because they were childhood friends.
Yes, so they would have came and got him. And he
Right.
had the book, the motherfucker.
Kento would have been reminded them, hey, we gotta go pick up my best friend.
Yeah.
He was a part of us when all that shit happened.
And he still has the book.
Yeah, so he has the book. We gotta let's go get him before he falls into the wrong hands.
Yes.
But then again, you got never mind, because I know how it happened. I was about to explain something stupid that I already knew what I was talking about. But no, like Ankoku Ken Kiriyami has went through like so many hands, and then Sophia had at the end. Yo, she held.
I
it
was
like,
happy.
She held it like this.
I was
and
happy.
Stand the book, yo. I almost pants.
Pants.
he was gonna jizz in his pants.
I was trying to say it on camera, but thank you, John, for clarifying what the hell I meant.
Well, we done
pants.
said everything else. I don't know why you're holding yourself back.
I don't want you to get demonetized and banned and canceled.
Bruh, shut your mouth.
Anyway, Sophia, best rider. I don't care.
What I'm gonna say is the whole concept as to why the bad guys did what they did was just freaking stupid. In my honest
not
opinion.
Caliber. Caliber kind of had a reason, but at the same time,
I am darkness. Fear me.
No, Caliber's reason was he wanted to know the truth. He wanted to find out who was the one in the guild that was causing all the problems. So he went to make the Book of Truth. The book that knew all. The book that the very end bad guy got pissed about because all his poems and shit was in it.
he got mad because Tone wrote better stories than him.
No, that wasn't it.
That's what I got from it. I'm sure that's not what it is.
The reason he was jealous of Toma was not because he wrote better stories than him.
He figured he could write a new story.
That
in a
too,
way.
but Toma still had his feeling of joy for
Right.
making stories after story after story.
Yeah, he was butthurt because he what is that what is the term? But though it's a term that a lot of writers use when they have when they lose their
A writer's block?
yeah.
Writer's block, yeah.
He was mad that he had writer's block and Toma didn't. That Toma could keep going and keep writing stories.
Now, after he found out all his stories were just him rehashing it, he was like, "Fuck it.
He was like, "What's the point?"
What's the point? All my poems that I wrote that I thought that had meaning and all that shit is right here in this book."
I didn't even know stories could like have his voice get deep like that. He just was like, yo, he went
Nigga,
nuts.
if the nigga in Gaim can go crazy like that,
Wait, who went crazy in God like that?
not Gaim, XA.
Oh, I was about to
My
say,
bad, my
like,
bad.
who went
Wrong
crazy in
one.
God?
That was my fault.
I was going to say there's a lot of people that went crazy in Gaim. I'm just saying.
The
God
nigga-
is just a whole rabbit hole we not about to go down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Gaim was
Kuroko
the
done-
shit. Fuck y'all. Gaim was the shit.
I didn't say it's not
we
shit.
agree with you. It is the shit. We're not saying it's not, but yeah. But when you put it that way, Dan Kuruto, he was just obsessed with himself. He was just not nuts, but
He was nuts.
he
Oh,
was
not
nuts.
really. He had his reasons for going nuts, though.
He was so obsessed with being perfect.
No, and the rabbit hole that followed down that he went down to was because he wanted to save his mother.
And level X. He was shirtless with some fucking hospital pants on. You can't get any more crazy than that.
No, he was butt naked in the forest one time.
I was going to say, you don't stop. He was butt naked.
His
I don't care. Look, listen. Fuck both of y'all. That man was crazy. And people loved him and so did I.
Yes.
He was ass
Nothing
naked
wrong
in the
with that.
woods.
He was crazy. He was that obsessed.
He was ass naked in the
No,
woods.
what started him to go down the crazy hole was that he wanted to save his mother when he was younger. His father was a piece of shit, so he sent him to jail. Now that was one thing.
Then he got out of jail and whooped his ass.
Yeah, that was later in the future.
He just came back like, yo, give me this belt. He just started beating
Going back on topic.
Yes.
I still say that his reasoning was dumb.
Story is?
Yes.
Yeah, it was pretty dumb.
All my stories
preferred-
are rehashed. So you want
All
what
my
I'm gonna do?
poems. All my poems.
All my poems are rehashed. So you want what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just erase everything. And not just the poems. Every fucking thing. I'm gonna erase you. I'm gonna erase you. I'm gonna erase this table here. I'm gonna erase the computer. I'm gonna erase the feet that I'm walking on. I'm gonna erase the ground, the water, the
own
trees,
feet?
the sky, all that.
He gonna get rid of his own feet, huh?
Everything gonna die. Everything. Bro, in the end, he evaporated into nothing.
If they would have switched Storius
Well,
and
not really, because at the end, his spirit and the rest of his friends all came to congratulate Toma.
Yeah, but
for making a new world.
that's because Toma wrote them back. I know Toma did it. Toma wrote all their asses back in there. Because if it wasn't for Toma, they would have been fucking gone.
No, that's the biggest thing. He pulled a future move on everybody.
He damn sure did.
He wrote the story how he's supposed to be, gave it to Ma, and she typed it into the computer and sent that shit.
she was in there like
He damn sure did.
The whole time she was
make
typing
concern.
up the ending that he wrote, the entire story that he made, that created the Almighty Tale.
Almighty Wonder. Yep.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Wonder Almighty.
And you wanna know what's crazy? And even in the end of that episode, this motherfucker comes out and says, "Yeah, I live here now." What?
Yeah, but he came back. He went back into the real world.
Damn.
No, that's because they told him to go. Like, bro, go back. He was literally ready to just stay there though.
Yeah.
To just keep.
Bro, go back home.
Nigga, he was planning to
He
be the
lived-
next,
he lived
what was
in
that guy's name with the umbrella? And
Oh,
voting at you. And voting at you, nigga.
Born the lecture.
listen. I almost said Topo. What
Hold
the
on,
fuck?
can we talk about this man's get up, please?
No.
We gotta talk about his
Nah,
get up,
listen.
please. I know that
Nah.
it's been a while, but I had to establish this. Can we please talk about the way that man was dressed?
Nigga got the drip.
Tassel. He had
Tassel, yes.
He had a green wig and a pink suit on. And was just-
No, that was actually his real hair. Because they showed up a picture in his past. He
I
had
know
green
that
hair.
was his real. I was
That
like,
his real hair.
so you was just rocking the green hair this whole time, bro.
This nigga's magnificent.
for millions of years.
I also like how Tassel and Yuri knew each other, and they was just like,
Because-
"Yo, what's up, bro?"
Because
High five.
he knew all the people. He knew the.
Oh yeah,
he knew the
they
guild.
were all former what you call it?
He knew the guild. He knew the people. Technically, Tassel was chosen by the world, by Wonder World, just like Toma. Looks like I forgot her name.
May? No.
No.
Sophia
Yeah.
or Luna?
No, Luna.
Okay.
Luna was the one who was supposed to was supposed to be a part of
The
Wonder
Wonder
World. So that means somebody before Luna was a part of the Wonder World, and they chose Tassel, just like they chose Toma.
This Saber is wow. I might have to rewatch this again.
You're gonna have to because that man was really
I
rocking
don't know
that green hair, bro.
because the story was good.
He was
and then it
no. The
slowed
thing
down,
about it
and
was,
then-
look, listen.
He was in a tonic too. He was in a row with tunic. He was
This man looked like this man literally dead ass with the rose cheeks.
Yeah.
With the rose cheeks.
With the rose cheeks, son.
The rosy cheeks. But the thing that killed me was he had all that on, but your mustache, regular black.
You know what really pissed me
Regular
off?
black.
You know what that really pissed me off?
Regular black.
When Yuri went to get back his book, he went through all those other books. Those books were writer books of other writers. If you look at them.
Wait, what episode was this? I'm gonna go look at that
When
too.
Yuri went to go get his book in order to make
Sword Man?
Yeah. All those books he pulled out, all those books in his pocket,
Brian,
every
if you
single
find
one.
that picture or clip, please send it to me.
Every single one, if you look very closely to them, they were all writer books.
What
Every single one of them was a writer
episode did
book.
he get? What you call it?
So this man was literally packing power in his pockets.
You know what?
This nigga not packing power. It was in a treasure chest. It was in his deep pockets. It was in his hat. No, Yuri's book was in his hat.
He did have a hat, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did have a top hat.
He was looking for Yuri's book, and his book was right there in his
he-
hat with the
he-
little cutout of him inside his
He
hat.
had this man This man is Mary Poppins and fucking Willy Wonka.
On crack.
Not even on crack. Just the umbrella and shit. Just
flying around, boing that shoe.
fucking hated that shit. Okay.
Now I understood why Stories was so pissed off at him at one point. Because I remember that episode where he just comes out of the darkness and Tassel was like, oh shit.
He was like, yo, what's up, boy?
It was like, Victor. I was like, oh gee. Look at like when he came out of that the shadows with that black lipstick, I was like, oh he's
pissed. No, the one part that tripped me out was Stories was talking to Luna. And he ran up on him. He was like he was gonna smack her, but he stopped at her face like, what kind of Michael Jackson shit is that? Like,
now he was asking, "Are you okay? Are you okay?"
Yeah, Annie, are you okay? Got you. Because I don't know. I didn't think Stories could be that dark. Like he was always just like,
Bro.
He was like,
bro. Let me tell you something. Anybody who smiles at you in your face when you first meet them, and then turns a complete 180. When you got something good in your hands, it's a person you cannot trust. You cannot trust that person.
I honestly thought all three of them would be riders too, but Storius, I do like. That's one evil final form that I kind of actually like. Although Solomon was a little better, cause gold, but
this nigga just
Solomon really. I can't say he didn't have a reason to go evil because he just was power hungry. People need to stop texting.
Yeah, he was power hungry because he was king and he wanted everybody to just worship him.
Yeah, because somehow he got what's his name, Eternal Phoenix to stand beside him.
No, he didn't get the Eternal Phoenix to stand beside him. He just told him to do what he wants.
I mean, he's kind of serving him.
Not really.
Sorry, my phone is like blowing up right now.
Not really.
But no. Speaking of Sabella, you need to follow me on Instagram so I can comment on all your pictures.
Oh, please don't pay attention to him.
Listen, she is fine, all right.
Oh, we understand that, but there's no.
But no, Sabella is fine as shit. But I'm not gonna lie, I was this close to crying at the end where the rapier dude fucking sashimi fucking Turandal cut his trident in half. And just was, oh my god! I was just they happened yesterday, just watching it, and he was just and he was just up in the air like and Sabella was just like, oh my god! And I was just sitting there like, man got kebab, yo. And then they died. They didn't die, but I don't know. They could have done more with Sabella's story too. She was just all about her brother, and her brother was just like, don't make me angry. I'll punch you in the face.
And her brother cared about her.
He did. Just don't make him angry.
Look, they gave him attention. They even had a crossover episode with the Zenkaija, so you can't say that they didn't give him any attention.
Yeah.
They gave him more attention than they did Sabella, but Sabella
also,
was up. I figured Sabella was up to. I figured she was a double agent, but you know. Also, it was kind of obvious.
It might have been a chance that she might have been gay. Because she was, she looked at the pink Zenkaija was such.
Mashima? No, Machine.
It's like a magic machine, right?
No, it's her name.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, she was really into her.
I thought they were good, close friends. But if it was more than that, I must have missed some shit.
Sabella's not gay, trust me.
You don't listen. I don't give a damn how close a friend you are. You don't look at them with shy eyes, and then just hug them with so much passion, and then walk away like you did something you weren't supposed to, and everybody was watching you because you shy.
She was. If you look through the whole show, the only emotion she showed was towards her brother.
That's
that was
true.
The first time she showed emotion to somebody else.
That is true.
Her own brother was shocked.
That is true. That did happen. All I'm saying is, damn, she fine.
All I'm saying was she wanted them cheekies.
Metal cheekies.
the magic cheese.
Those metal magic.
I'm not getting
That's
in
all
on
I'm
this.
saying.
I'm not getting in on this conversation. All
Look,
I'm saying-
what we just said, you don't gotta be. You don't
Nigga,
got.
fuck
You ain't. That's why I'm getting ready to say you don't gotta be full human to be a freak. That's all I'm trying to say.
damn
That's all I'm
sure
trying to
don't
say.
have
How did we get here?
What you mean? How we got here? You the one that brought it up.
You damn sure.
All I said was she was hot. You talking about?
No, you said more than that. Shut up. Don't you dare.
Damn sure did.
Don't you dare. We're gonna end this right now.
Yes.
Overall,
We didn't talk about.
Overall, we suggest you to watch Saber.
Yes.
Kamen Rider Saber.
yes.
We didn't talk.
If you haven't,
we didn't
please watch
We
it.
didn't talk about our favorite.
Out of all,
Big
favorite writer,
Just to block your
Blaze. I like him. Favorite writer?
My favorite rider was Dorno.
Cool. Brian, well, you already said what your favorite writer was.
Yeah. So,
what?
like and subscribe.
Wait, I didn't.
Because
I
we
didn't
ain't
get
doing shit anyway.
I didn't get to say.
Overall,
it was Caliber. All I'm saying.
That the show
Caliber was the
5
best
stars.
rider.
Yeah, he's saying he likes Caliber.
He likes
All I'm
Caliber.
saying. Wait, don't
And he
end
got
it yet.
the outer belt too.
Don't end it yet.
But yes, with that being said, this has been the Rider Brothers.
Wait, don't
we
go.
love y'all so much.
Don't go yet.
Thank y'all
Please
so much
don't
for
leave me here with these two crazies.
for watching this.
They're gonna eat me.
Leave a like, comment,
They're
subscribe.
gonna stab me.
This has been-
Quiet as Mike.
Somebody
See y'all later.
help me.
Quiet as Mike.
Wait, don't go. Wait.